Good morning, folks. It's Thursday, and market is trying to rebound, but then again, it may do exactly what it did yesterday, what it may do yesterday. It may fool you into thinking that this is the time to buy right now, and so it'll pull you in, you buy, and it drops. Don't fall for it. If you fell for it yesterday, at least that's something you need to learn right now, not to do it again. Okay? So I'm purposely taking my time so this way we can wait for the market to settle and make some decisions of what we're going to do. Remember, the technique we're using is going to avoid losses, large losses. You're not going to have big losses there. Your gain's not going to be that big either, but you're going to have small gains consistently. If you want to have big gains, yes, that's when you need to leave your stock in there and then go back to it a year from now if you want to get reasonable gain, and that's not even guaranteed. With our strategy here, we only going to buy and sell. As we get the gains, we'll dump them. That's all. No need to hold on to the stock. Here's a good example of it. DKS went up to 147. You see it? It's down 125. I was short on this stock. I think I had 30 or 40 shares. I started dumping as it drops down. I covered as it drops down. You see right here. I can cover another 5 shares right here at $12 gain. I should do that. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, as I've said before, no matter what the market condition is, I have gains in my portfolio. Let's just go down to the bottom of the list where my gains are showed. Here we go. Skyworks. Purchased 10 shares yesterday at a gain of $14. I can dump it right now. Boeing. Bought an additional 100 shares. I did not sell on time, so I waited. If I sell all my 100 shares right here from yesterday, see, all of these are gains right here. Over $100. Yes, so I would sell them for sure. But don't make this mistake. I put this on purpose. Having 932 shares of any company, it's a big mistake. I'm doing this for you guys right now. Why? A, risk and reward is extremely big. If you lose, you're going to lose big. If you gain, you're going to gain big. But it's not worth the losses you're going to incur, because if you get hit with this kind of loss on a bad news, your portfolio is going to suffer. You're going to have to shut down your portfolio because you're not going to have any cash. Here's another gain right here. Expedia. I built positions. See? Small positions. And I can cash out everything right here. These are all money coming to me. Over $100, $150 worth of gains. Well, what is it right here? $139 in gain. I can cash out, which I'm going to. Here's another one. RL, Ralph Lauren. I've been suggesting that it's a good company. It just got caught up with the market. So I bought a bunch of shares. I can cash out all of these right here. 10 shares right here at about $21 profit. GPN, I built some positions. I kept on selling. I'll probably sell some more right here. I've got 10 shares. I can dump at $65. Your portfolio is a cash cow. Remember that. It'll always generate gains for you. You'll have some losses, but those losses, if they're controlled, they will turn into gains. Peloton is another one. They just came out with the news. They're going to have their own line of clothings right here. 10 shares, $58. I could dump it. And you know what? It's going to fizzle out. It's good right now. Tomorrow is going to come down. This is what I did here as an example on Lulu. See, shares like Lulu, it's called Super Rabbit. You would short them one at a time. That's exactly what I did. I had one short share in the past, back in July. I shorted one share just for the fun of it at $430. I'm up $6 on that. I could dump it and catch it back again at 435 probably. Bottom line is that on the shorts, you've got to go one at a time, and not one at a time every day. I mean, for the entire day. You're going to have to do it every day because the shorts will continue to go up. So if you build it that way, your loss is going to be minimal, and you'll have a much better chance to be able to cash out when bad news comes out and that thing crashes. Tesla's another example. I had 3 shares. I showed you on the photo, on the image. I dumped 2 of them at a gain, and I'm holding on to this one until bad news comes out. I'm probably going to pick up another share today. Yeah, these are going to be 1 or 2 shares pickup. It's not going to be 5 shares or anything like that. Here's another gain right here, United Airlines, UAL. Okay, here we go, more gains. 30 shares, $30, $25. This strategy works, period, if you do it right. If you're all over the place with it, if you don't have a good, structure in place, you can forget about it. It's not going to happen. But it's got to be controlled. You have to be able to be in charge of that portfolio. Don't let the market rack your portfolio. It'll wipe you out. You control the market. You put a leash on that market. You're going to say, I will decide how am I going to perform on my portfolio. I'm not going to let the market tell me, well, I'm going to destroy you because you're overweight on one positions and underweight on other positions. Here's another example. FedEx been hammered from 319 to 261. It's a great buying opportunity. But you know what? I'm not going to go crazy and get excited and buy 30, 40 shares one time. Here we go. I bought 20 shares. 20 shares, I could dump it right now, $30 gain. I'm happy with it. That's good. Move on. It'll come back down again. There's no reason to hold on thinking that I'm going to have a bigger gain later. Yes, you will have a bigger gain later if you hold on to it, but you'll also have a bigger loss later if you don't sell it. You've got to move on. Period. So you see gains all over this portfolio here. I'm definitely going to cash out today, some of them. Not going to. Yesterday I left some in because I got caught up between the video and bunch of stuff going on, so I didn't really cash out or anything. So I'm going to cash out some of this stuff today, so this way we can move on. Okay, so let's do a refresh right here. We're going to go over what's a good buy and what's a trash buy, what you should stay away from. Market is up 70 points. Remember, it could be a trap. It'll tell you, come to me, and once you go to the market, it'll slap you so hard you're going to cry like a little baby. Don't do it. By the way, this company right here, AVAV, AeroVironment, had 14 shares yesterday. I dumped 10 out of gain, and I left the other 4 in there. What does this 4 mean? Okay, for all of you guys that are new, 4 means that this company had some serious bad news. I picked it up as a reminder that there's more pain ahead, but I picked it up at a good price, and I sold it, and I had a gain. Went down 7 points. If I held on to that 10 shares, I would have been down 70 points, $70. I don't need to. Okay? So, listen, if you have questions, you can throw it here on our team, and I'll try to answer it. Yes, we're live on YouTube. How do we watch it? Go to the link. Can someone send the link here, please, so they can watch it? Anesthesia watching it, please send the link if you can. That would be great. But you can't miss these sessions. These are important sessions. Why is it important? If you catch this, I know a lot of you guys catch it later on. If I go over something right now That means you've got to act on it before 12 o'clock. If you go and watch this session at 1 o'clock, that opportunity is gone. And you may even shoot yourself on the foot because there's no reason to buy anything that's already been priced up or priced down if you want to short it, whatever the case may be. So I would suggest for you to watch it. Even if you don't watch it because you don't want to buy anything, take a look at this portfolio. You see this? You see this? This is the largest portfolio / watch list ever. You want to see what's going on here. I immediately know in the bottom of my portfolio, hey, Lulu's up. Lulu's up 50 points. Okay? I can see immediately on top of my portfolio, Sambeer, because I had some legal issues, down 41 points. I have 3 shares only. Why? Because I want to do an increment. Sam Boston Beer had some bad earnings. About a month ago, I picked up 1 share and I'm monitoring it. Don't worry about this 250 here. It'll change. It'll change sooner or later. But I don't have a huge position. I don't have my entire position sizing here. I only have 1,800, although it's an expensive company. I can dump 2 shares right here. See it? If I really need the cash, I can free up $1,000. If I really need the cash, I take a hit of $79 and I'll use it. But I don't need the cash. You know why? Because I have enough cash at any given time in my portfolio to take advantage of what's going on out there, of a dip. But remember, September and October, historically going to be a very dangerous month. Okay, so you want to be extremely cautious. You don't want to really hold on too much. You want to get rid of as much as you can. For example, again, let's go back to my favorite company, Boeing. I love this company. It's giving me $2,200 alone today. Here we go. Why? The 100 shares I purchased yesterday, it turned into over $200, even more in gain. Maybe $300 in gain, which I should dump. But I will dump. That's okay. But don't make this mistake. Go buy 50 shares and 50, 49, and 100 shares. Don't do that mistake. I'm doing this for you to see it. Imagine if Boeing wasn't here in my portfolio. I've been up $11,000. But guess what? This $11,000 will turn into plus $11,000 or even more. I know that. No question asked. Okay? So, market slightly up. Not a big deal. But there's definitely buying opportunity here. Right off the bat, Chinese stocks. If you already bought some, double up on that. Bump up your purchases. And doesn't mean fill up everything one shot. Go slowly. Okay? I have almost all of them. And I'm going to start buying slowly because that pain will continue for quite some time. I had some, I dumped it, and I'm going to rebuy it. Baidu, I dumped it. Half of my Bubba share, I dumped. And I'm going to start picking up at the price that I purchased it in the past, that I sold at a gain. That's the time to do it. So, with that in mind, we'll do some buying together. If you're not fast enough with the buying, you could just take a note or write it. Or if you have a portfolio, if you have a paper account, you can do it with me. Okay. So now on this portfolio, you may see something I don't see. So if you see something, shoot me a message, and say, how about this stock? And I will let you know if it's a good buy or not. Thank you, Anesthesia. Okay. Right off the bat, what's a good buy? Okay. You see this guy right here? Biogen? Almost down 19 points. Don't think it's a great buying opportunity. Let me go buy 5 shares or 3 shares or 2 shares. This will go down further tomorrow and Monday and probably entire next week. So if you're going to buy one, if you're going to buy any, just buy one and continue adding to that position slowly. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Here's another joke of a company, GameStop. Why do I have GameStop here? because I know it's a joke company. It's a total joke. Yes, a lot of amateurs and a lot of wannabe traders are holding on to it thinking that they've got a gold mine here. They've got nothing here. Zero. 99.999% of this company is worth nothing. So I just have it as reference. It doesn't mean I like it, but I'm just keeping everything there. So I've got a $25 gain here. Typically, on a good company, $25 or $30 is good enough for me to convert. What does that mean, convert? That means if it's short, I'm going to take it into long. I'm going to cash out, and it's time to go long on that. It's time to hold on to it. And if it's long, I'll go the other way around. In this case, I think GameStop has got a way to go down. So I'll just take the write down with it, and I'll just make more money. Okay. So this company took a hit, AVAV, start building positions on that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my page right here, AVAV. We'll do this together, okay? We're doing it together so we can understand how things work. We're going to buy. Okay, lowest is 95.06. It's at 95.48, down 10 points. What does that mean? See how far it is from the 106? Forget about the charts. Forget about those ridiculous analysis and everything else that goes with it. You're going to have to use common sense here, period. Lowest for the year 52-week low is 59. That means this can go down all the way to 59. Let's do a refresh right here. See it? It's still going down 95.20 almost. When that's to 90, that means it's dropping. It continued drop. It's down. It's going to be down almost 11 points. Power's going to be down 15 points. God knows. So what do? We stay away from this guy. Don't touch it. Let the bleeding stop. Then we'll go with it. Okay? First things first. Let me get rid of my Boeing shares at a gain. Because if I don't, I'm going to blame you guys for it. Here we go. It's 100 shares of Boeing, which I did, which you should have done also yesterday. Nice position. You see this? All of these are cash right here. So I'm not going to get greedy. I'll just dump all of them at a gain. So I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and I go slowly here. I go 5 at a time. 70, 80. It's approximately 90 shares. Let's get rid of all 90 shares of Boeing. Here we go. We'll get rid of all 90 shares of Boeing. Yeah, it can go up to 215 and 216, but who cares? I don't care. I already made $300 on it. I'm not going to get greedy. Let me get rid of the last. I always do last in, first out, so I don't have to adjust it. And I'm going to go market. I don't care if I don't get the 100%, exact accurate price. That's no big deal. If I do refresh, I probably see 214. I don't know. Here we go. 214. There we go. So I'm going to free up $19,000 cash right here. Here we go. Right here. I made a lot of money from Boeings, and I was hoping it would go down lower today so I can catch it more. But guarantee that with Boeing, if you have a good portfolio, build up positions in Boeing, but do it right. Don't go put in ridiculous numbers. Don't buy half of your positions in Boeing. It's just not going to work. Okay, so going back here. We're going to go back on top of our list. Let's go back to AVAV. Let's see what happened to it. And we'll guarantee that it got worse. 95.13. It was 95.20. So pain is going to continue for this company. So what else we have in here? This is important. I don't want you guys to rush to buy anything right now. There is no rush. In this business, you do not rush. You don't get excited and go press the enter button to buy something or sell something. Take your time. If I need cash right here, I get rid of my DKS. No need. It's only $1,800. Okay. Here's some reasonable buys. Got a question here? No, you don't want to short it because it can reverse. You don't want to short AVAV. No, you want to stay away from DKNG right now. DKNG is a little high maintenance, and it's just kind of like very volatile. So you don't want to touch that either. You don't want to short AVAV because it can just reverse immediately on you. It's just this is a trap right here. Sometimes it could be a trap. because it's like you buying something, you want to buy something, you want to buy it on top of its pricing. You don't want to do that. If we're shorting this one, you don't want to do that either. Yeah, it may go down lower, but chances are there may be a small reverse somewhere, and then you're going to get stuck with it. And shorting this is the same way it's going down 10 points, it can shoot up 10 points. And shorting this, you toast. At least with long, you can sit on it. At some point, it'll go back up again. But with short, it can't stay up there. I've had that experience many, many times. So I've learned not to short too many shares and short them smart. Okay, so what else we got in here? Here's an expensive company, Lam Research, chip company. Okay, you see it 4 shares. I built small positions on it. Let's take a look right here. See this? 1 share, 2 share, 1 share. I did it just small. So I got $2 again on this if I want to cash out. But it's a good company, but I don't want to invest that much money in it. We want to stay away from the expensive, volatile shares. That's what we want to do. Well, guess what, guys? Let's take a look what happened. My favorite company went up to almost 215. I don't care. I don't care if I didn't make the extra $90. It could have gone to 211. I dumped it. Who cares? I made my money. I'm out of here. So let it go. I still have another 830 shares anyway to dump. And I'm going to dump all of them. As soon as I get my pricing, enough gain, I'll dump them. Market is up. Market is up what? 100 points. What am I up right now? Now, why am I up this much money? Can someone tell me why am I up this much money? $3,500. Market is up only 0.29%. I'm up over 1%. But it could be the other way around. I could be down $3,500 with the market down maybe 0.3%. Why? RR, risk and reward. If you go heavy on one share on one company, your risk is huge and your reward is same, huge. So don't do it. It's just not worth it. It just does not make sense because I'd rather be safe and play it slowly and have small gains rather than huge gains. This is one thing that a lot of these kids, amateur traders, don't understand. They want to go big. What do they go big in? Option is one favorite vehicle that they do it with. Go big and go home. And 99% of times they go home. They don't go big. So that's what we stop exercising options with our traders. No more options. Chances are you're going to lose on options. Okay. So enough of the talk. Let's just go keep on buying. What else we got in here? Here's another Chinese company right here, Billy. So I think after the meeting, you guys start building some Chinese positions. Small. It may go down still tomorrow. It can go tomorrow. It could be 75. So if you build the positions, build it in a way that if it drops to 75, you're safe. Your loss is not big. Who cares? If it goes up, you make $10, $20. Big deal. You take it out. It'll go back then again. Okay. So the Chinese were on it. We're going to go to Amgen. It's a good company. Picked up 20 shares total. Again, in increments. See it? Small increments. If I need the cash, I can dump 10 of it, release $2,100. I take a $25 hit, but it's okay. My Boeing gave me plenty of cash today. That may not be the case anyway. Activision Blizzard. It's been bleeding. It's been, they're just killing it. You know what? I'm going to go down with it. My first share, let's take a look at this. My first share here was at $98. Forget about 98. Let's go with 90. It's down from 90. It's 77. So it's what? Almost 20 points. If I was to buy all of my 49 shares at 20 points losses, that's about over $1,000 losses. But I controlled my losses right here. And you know what? I will go down with it. So I'm going to buy another 5 shares. But as you start filling your position, which is my position size is 5 to 7,000, I start adding less. Instead of 10, I'm going to add 5. So I'll go slowly to add it to bring down my cost. At some point, this will cover. At some point, some analysts will come out and say, well, listen, this company is extremely undervalued. There's a target price of $100. This is going to shoot up. It always happens that way. 100%. No question asked. So let's go back to my Boeing right here. Let's see if there's any other gains that I can take out. As I said, I do not fall in love with any company. None, zero, ever. See this? More gains right here. See all of these gains? 20, 20, 20, 20. I've got, if I find 100 shares, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if I find another 10 up here. 10. There's more up here. It's just cash. You're just collecting cash. Why don't we dump another 100 shares? Why not? So let's go to Boeing again. I'm going to dump another 100 shares. Another $21,000. Somebody told me yesterday, one of you guys, that the Boeing's going to go down heavy. I said, that's great. Let it go down heavy. I agree. But it didn't happen, I guess, unfortunately. So I could have picked up more shares. Here we go. I collected another $21,000 in my portfolio. I just made a loan today almost $500 on Boeing. Yes, it's good. It feels good. But you do that on a smaller scale, you still make money. Okay? So, going back to, see, I needed to take that opportunity to sell it because I know it may go down again. So I didn't want to get stuck with it. So it worked out fine. Okay, going back to our list. Let's go back to the shorts, by the way. I want you guys to experiment with this short. I want you guys to experiment with Lulus. Okay? Now, shorting Lulus as an experiment. Just one share at a time. Let's just go to Lulu right here. Take a look. Lulu. I'll never buy anything from Lulu. They're so expensive. It's gone up to $434, right? If you want to short this, what's going to be your short price here? $435, right? Because it can break that price easily. It'll surprise you in the afternoon. It may even go up to $440. So yes, buy one share at $435 or $436. The higher, the better. It doesn't matter if it doesn't catch that price. It doesn't matter if your position is not going to get filled today. Tomorrow's another day. Okay? Again, super rabbits like Lulu, like Shop, like CMG, Moderna, these are all super rabbits. Why? Because their price change is huge here. They're extremely volatile here. So you want to buy one share at a time. You do not want to go crazy. Let me be a hero and buy 5 shares of it. No, don't do that. You want to just shut down your portfolio? Go ahead and do that. But you want to be here in this place for the rest of your life. You want to do trading. I love trading, and I'm going to die trading. Guarantee you that. Let's do it fresh here. Market's up 135 points. And I'm up probably $3,700. Let's see. I'm just guessing. Sorry about the slow computer. 3622. Close. That shows that you know your portfolio. If you know your loss and gain, guess what? The day you can make your portfolio and then you do a refresh and you know before it pops up what your loss and gain is for your portfolio, the closer you are, that means you know what you're doing. That means you understand the concept. But if I told you my gain is going to be 2,300 and it comes up that number, that means I have no clue what's going on in my portfolio. I sleep with my portfolio. I know my portfolio. I study my portfolio. I look at it 1,000,000 times a day. That's the way you got to do it. This is it. This is your life right here. There's nothing else important right now during these hours, unless it's an emergency. All right, let's go back to the thing again. All right, Bubba, I put an order for 165. If I catch it, that's fine. If not, have a nice day. I'd spend my money somewhere else. EA, good company, build positions. You see this? Canadian National had a bid to buy KSU, the another railing company. It went up $128. I was long on it. I dumped it. I converted to short, and it'll continue going down. I'm already up $10 on it. Here's another company, Spotify. I sold it. Yes, I sold it at around 213, 214, 215, but I picked it up at 190 and change. I made good gains on it. I don't care if it went up to 246. I'll wait another 6 months to drop down again. No big deal. If it's not this guy, it's going to be another guy. What else we have in here? Let's go with Cone right here. CONE. Build positions on it. NTS. Okay. You buying two Netflix? Okay, no problem. Um, it may go up. I'm not a big fan of Netflix right now. I'm short 16 shares of Netflix. I expect it to go down. Um, it's trying to go up, get to that 650. It's never going to get to 650. Not this year. Maybe end of the year. Maybe next year. I know Netflix very well. Guess what? When Netflix drop on a bad news in the 500 ranges, guarantee I'm going to be there. I'm going to pick up a bunch of it. Here we go. Take two. Build shares in that. JD, go for it. Good company. DY, go for it. I've been playing with DY left and right a lot, and just buy and sell. The 4 means that it had a drop. Big drop on it. What else we have in here? Ring Central, go for it. RNG. Here's a good, very good solid shares if you want to buy. You can even put the entire positions, or half of it today, half of it. KMB, it's not going anywhere. It's a good drop. You know, put in 10 shares or something, 20 shares, whatever that is. Airbnb, I'll wait for it to go down. Shot up for the past few days. I'll wait for it to go down. I'll buy it. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Remember, don't buy too early. There's always 1 p.m. rule. And you guys know that 1 p.m. rule works. Right? Give me a thumbs up if you think it works, because I know it works. You can always catch it between 12 to 1 o'clock. That's when things settle. It's time to buy. And of course, if you can dump it, that would be great. Okay, what else we got? TAP is a good company to buy. SAM is down. TAP is going to go down with it as well. PTD, you can touch that. CBRL, you can touch that. What else we have in here? CP, the Canadian Rail, that's a good company. You can start building positions. UPS 100%. I've been built some positions already, 20 shares, 24 shares. I'm going to buy some more today. What else we got in here? KWeb, definitely. I'm going to build more positions. I've got $500 gain on it. It's one of those things that, you know what, I'll leave it there. It's very close to the 52-week low, but I'm going to build more positions. JB Hunt, I am short. See it? I can convert it. Maybe it's time for you guys to build positions on it. Let's see what else we have in here. Dollar General, I've got some positions on it. It'll go lower. I'm going to build some positions on it. Yeah, yes, I do. I have swing trades in my portfolio. Look, there are two kinds of trades, or many kinds of trades, but the most trades that we do here is either you want to buy in the morning and dump it in the afternoon. If you have a losing positions, you hold on to it until you can have a gain on it. But your loss is not going to be substantial because you're doing MicroStrategy trading. You're doing small buying. So you're buying incremental. So at some point, that loss is going to convert into gain. So however you want to label that, it's buy today, sell in the afternoon. If not, you hold on to it. So what else we got in here? Dollar General, you can build positions on. It already hit the floor. Dollar General had a really horrible earnings, so it really hit down. That's why I see the 4 right here. We open it up. I bought it at 222. That means at that point it just bottomed out. You know, it may go down lower, but you can still building positions. That's not a problem. What else we got in here? Yes, absolutely. Uber's a good company. Uber's already down anyway. I have some Uber positions. I'm going to build some more Uber positions. What else we got in here? Dollar Tree is another one right here. See it? Went down with the Dollar General. I started building positions. I could dump all of it right now, free up $5,000 in cashes. I got some gains right here. See it? All of these are gains. I got 20 shares I can dump at about $50 gain if I need the cash. But I probably would do that. But Dollar Tree's got way to go up. It's just more. It looks better to go up than down. Yes, it suffered. It paid its due, and it's like, okay, you made me suffer too long enough. I've already been tortured too much. I'd like to start moving up again. So that's where it is standing. It'll go up. Okay, so let's see what else we got in here. Something strange happened here. I've got a box position. We got to clear that up. Here's another question I had yesterday. Somebody asked me about the cigarette companies as a Philip Morris. It's overpriced. It's a good short candidate right here, Philip Morris. I've got 2 short shares. I expect it to go low. Some bad news comes out. Some study will come out and it'll just tank. That's what's going to happen. So I'll wait for that. I'll wait like a shark for the right opportunity to jump on it. Yes, it does pay dividend. But you know what? We're not in the dividend business for Dollar Tree because dividend doesn't mean anything. And you pay for dividend, by the way. It impacts your share price. We're here to make money and get out. We're not waiting for another 3 months to get dividend on it and, okay, I'm going to collect my pennies on that. It doesn't matter for me. I'm going to make a lot more money trading it. We are traders. We're not long-term value holders. I was a value holder once and I lost a lot of money, so never again. I'm not going to be faithful to any company out there. Okay, here's another one. VIX. You see the VIX? I had about 450 shares. I dumped 300 shares at a profit, and I left 150 as a reference to start building back positions again. And guess what? Market's going to go down again, and I'm going to start cashing this thing out. I'm just going to start building more positions on it. NEM, Newmont, build positions. It's at a really good sweet spot right here. I hope you guys writing this down. I hate eBay. eBay is a ridiculous joke of a company. It's been range bound for this. I'm shorted. I'm going to stay short on that forever. What else? Okay, T-Mobile right here. See this right here? I started building positions. I was going to do some pre-market buying. This is one clear example of if you would have done pre-market, you would have benefited from buying because it was down about 4 or 5 points. But I didn't want to fall into it because what if it did go down 10 points? Then it's more of a problem. That's okay. You know what? It's got some negative right now. It's all right. I'll wait, and I'm going to put in more orders in. I've got 34 shares. I started buying it. Okay. From 138. It's 133, 5 points. If I bought all my 5 points, 534, whatever, the $150, that's not that big of a loss anyway. But T-Mobile is a great company. It won't go anywhere. I'm probably going to add more positions to it. What else we have in here? There's plenty of good stocks right here. So we may not be able to catch everything because we're just going to see the highlight of what we have in here to buy and sell. WDC is another company. Western Digital, I'm building positions on it. 40 shares, I'm going to add a little bit more. See, I've got plenty of room to fill my positions right here. See it? Folks, I'm doing this for you guys. You could do that. I could be trading right now and make tons of money. But I want you guys to become an investment for us. I want you guys to become an asset for our company. That's why I am providing this training for you guys, for the guys that are new. Okay, so here we go. Again, so I gave you a bunch of stuff. It's enough stuff for you guys to look at. But otherwise, go heavier on longs and short. Shorts are very dangerous. Shorts can just wipe you out, where longs can actually tend to go up faster than shorts go down. So stay with that around that range. So it's 10:25. I think we're gonna wrap up this session. Work with it. If you have any questions, shoot me a text or something, and I'll just help you out. Hopefully, you get to learn this strategy really good. It's a very successful strategy. I'm up $4,300. I was going to guess I was going to be over 4,000. And that works. That just shows that the work you put into this portfolio, it's paying off now. Okay, so for all those people that are skeptical and say, well, no, it's not going to work, trust me, I am the living proof. There's no one else out there that shows you their portfolio and shows you what they make and shows you their losses. Okay, so I'm showing you everything. Here's Netflix. As I said, Netflix is going to remain, I'm going to remain short as Netflix. If you go long on Netflix, you're making a mistake. Yeah, you see a couple of dollars by the end of the day, but cash out immediately because there's more downturn for Netflix than up. A lot of people already cashed out. A lot of people took out their profit. So I will stay until this goes down to the 500s before I convert it. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you guys later. Send me a comment on my video if you like it.